ISO, IEC 15693, is an ISO standard for vicinity cards, i.e. cards which can be read from a greater distance as compared to proximity cards. ISO, IEC 15693 systems operate at the 13.56 MHz frequency, and offer maximum read distance of 1 to 1.5 meters. As the vicinity cards have to operate at a greater distance, the necessarily magnetic field is less than that for a proximity card. Communication to the card. Communication from the reader to the card uses an amplitude shift keying with 10% or 100% modulation index. The data coding is 1 out of 4 pulse position modulation. 2 bits are coded as the position of a 9.44 microseconds pause in a 75.52 microseconds symbol time, giving a bit rate of 26.48 kilobits per second. The least significant bits are sent first. 1 out of 256 pulse position modulation. 8 bits are coded as the position of a 9.44 microseconds pause in a 4.833 milliseconds symbol time, giving a bit rate of 1.65 kbit per second. Communication to the reader. The card has 2 ways to send its data back to the reader: amplitude shift keying. Amplitude shift keying 100% modulation index on a 423.75 kHz subcarrier. The data rate can be low 6.62 kbit per second, high 26.48 kbit per second. A logic 0 starts with 8 pulses of 423.75 kHz followed by an unmodulated time of 18.88 microseconds. A logic 1 is the other way around. The data frame delimiters are code violations. A start of frame is an unmodulated time of 56.64 microseconds. 24 pulses of 423.75 kHz. A logic 1, and the end of a frame is a logic 0. 24 pulses of 423.75 kHz. An unmodulated time of 56.64 microseconds. The data are sent using a Manchester code. Frequency shift keying. Frequency shift keying by switching between a 423.75 kHz subcarrier and a 484.25 kHz subcarrier. The data rate can be low 6.67 kbit per second, high 26.69 kbit per second. A logic 0 starts with 8 pulses of 423.75 kHz followed by 9 pulses of 484.28 kHz. The logic 1 is the other way around. The data frame delimiters are code violations. A start of frame is 27 pulses of 484.28 kHz. 24 pulses of 423.75 kHz. A logic 1, and the end of a frame is a logic 0. 24 pulses of 423.75 kHz. 27 pulses of 484.28 kHz. The data are sent using a Manchester code. Manufacturer codes. See ISO, IEC 7816-6 code 0x01, Motorola, code 0x02, St. Microelectronics, code 0x03, Hitachi, code 0x04, NXP Semiconductors, code 0x05, Infineon Technologies, code 0x06, Solink, code 0x07, Texas Instruments, Daggett trademark sign, code 0x08, Fujitsu Limited, code 0x09, Matsushita Electric Industrial, code 0x08, NEC, code 0x0B, Oki Electric, code 0x0C, Toshiba, code 0x0D, Mitsubishi Electric, code 0x0E, Samsung Electronics, code 0x0F, Hyundai Electronics, code 0x10, LG Semiconductors, code 0x16, M Microelectronic Maran, code 0x1F, Melexis, code 0x2B, Maxim, code 0x33, AMIC. Implementations. The first byte of the UID should always be 0xe0. I-class family of cards and tags by HID Global with a maximum read range 45 cm. Products with ISO 15693 interface, i.e.cards.